propaganda that has been very unhelpful to people in the opposition, and that is why it's always very counterproductive, where the best way to pass your message is to lie, sell untruth and whatever about the person. You might disagree with me, but Rudolph, I just want you to do something. Because you can share a screen. If you go on Google and put Kayode Ogundamisi report Adeyinka grandson, and just tell me what you might find there, and it's important, because I've been painted as this Igbo irredentist who sort of hates everything about the Igbo. And I want to make it clear here, I am fundamentally against Biafraud, but I have no problem with Biafra,
It's not Biafraud, Biafra. That's wrong.
I would define both. I am fundamentally against Biafraud, but I'm not against Biafra. And I define Biafraud as people who take advantage of the genuine aspiration of the people of the Southeast and their right of self-determination for their own selfish interest. But Biafra as people who genuinely believe, in the agitation of the southeastern Nigeria and the need to secede. And people have the right to self-determination. I've continuously said that Nigeria, and I've written articles about it, But this attempt, this slide, this untruth that has been spread that Adeyinka grandson as I was the first person who highlighted Adeyinka's consistent propaganda in the UK and drew the attention of the British government. I not only wrote a petition against, it was very painful that I wrote a petition against somebody who comes from my tribe, but I recognized it was important to highlight his misdeeds to the British government. So his road to being held accountable for his actions were due to my own action and actions of some other people in the society. So this attempt to try and say I'm in sight of court with Adeyinka is false. I don't know if Rudolph found anything.
Yeah, I found it. I'm trying to put it up. Also, I wanted to mention that I actually said it on this program.
So the facts speaks for themselves, and you can go to these are public documents. You can see my press releases are way back at that time. You can see quite a number of things. So let's just leave that aside, that we can always disagree to agree. I highlighted the fact that I am in opposition to what is happening in Southeast Nigeria with regards to this issue of sit at home and the methods in which there is a need for to get Biafra. And I've always said it that anything that would lead to the point where there will be a complete breakdown of law and order, in any part of the country, I would oppose it. I openly oppose it, and there's no regret in those actions. And no matter what your views are, I think the people who are suffering from the breakdown of law and order are our Igbo's brothers and sisters in southeastern Nigeria, and that is important that we get it right. I'm not opposed to the campaign, but the methods are the things I can do. And I'm speaking historically that there was a time we were in this situation in southwest Nigeria, and it would have led to a complete breakdown in law and order if we had not put a break to that method.
All right, thank you, Kayode. And let's go to John Abba. John Abba, welcome.
Thank you, Dr. Reddy, for having me, and thank